Ghanshyamji. Honorable Sri Vaiko ji, you have 4 minutes, sir.
Mr. Deputy Chairman, sir, I crave your indulgence for some generosity. We small parties always face the same difficulty. So I kindly be liberal with 1 or 2 minutes.
Honorable Chairman has been very generous. This debate is for 6 hours. You are getting 4 minutes. That's enough.
That's why he's asking.
Honorable, please. Honorable Vaiko ji.
With all the force under my command, I oppose this abominable, undemocratic bill which strikes at the very root of democracy, the very root of federal spirit, at the very root of secularism, at the very root of social justice. Sir, the Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Bill 2023 has brought forth seismic shifts in the governance landscape of Delhi. While cloaked in the garb of administrative efficacy, the bill in many ways appears to erode the democratic fabric that is intrinsic to Indian polity. The bill notably clips the wings of the Delhi Legislative Assembly by stripping it of the power to legislate on services. This is a deviation from the norm, where a state legislature would typically have jurisdiction over subjects in the state list with exceptions. The establishment of the National Capital Civil Services Authority on the surface may seem like an earnest attempt to streamline administrative processes. However, delving into composition and powers exposes an unsettling reality. The Chief Minister, an elected representative, is rendered virtually, I should not use the word impotent, so he is rendered puppet within the authority. Now I recall what I read in history when I studied the college about the triumvirate in Rome, which was called a democracy. In Rome, when Julius Caesar but kept his sword. After his assassination, another triumvirate was formed and Antony took the reins of the power. Here, directly opposite what is going to happen in India. The triumvirate, these two principal secretary and cabinet secretary, they are the majority, and the chief minister only a puppet. So this is the verdict given by the people of Delhi has been thrown into the dustbin of history. Many governors are appointed by the government, the central government. The governors in the opposite ruled states, how they behave, how... Please, I am coming to the end, sir. Sir, these governors, what they do in my state, Tamil Nadu, the governor has not given assent to the...
Please speak on Delhi.
Has not given assent to the bills sent by the State Assembly.
For all I am telling, please.
State Assembly. Please. So the Home Minister is sitting here. So he is the custodian of these governors. So these governors, what they do,
You are very senior member. We are discussing this Delhi bill. Please.
They do follow the philosophy of Hindutva and Sanatana Dharma. This is happening in my state, sir.
Please.
In my state. So the governors are behaving the agents of the central government.
No, it will not go on record. Yes. Please follow rule number 10 and 240. Yes. No. Please speak on the bill. Speak on the bill.
Of the central government.
Speak on the bill. Your time is over. Your time is over, sir. You please finish. Conclude. Time is over.
Finish. This bill should
already
be thrown out of history. Thrown
please.
Out of the...
Thank you.
Into the dustbin.
Thank you, Honorable Vaiko ji. Thank you. Thank you. Mani Hardeep Singh Puri ji. Mani Hardeep Singh Puri.
Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, one of the advantages of speaking so late into the discussion is that some of the most amazing statements bordering on the outlandish have already been responded to by others, and some of the facts will, I'm sure, be covered in great detail when the Honorable Home Minister replies to this discussion. But I picked up some gems and I thought I will share them with you. It was when the Honorable Chairman was presiding that words that were used included retrogressive, unconstitutional, control freak, principles of federalism violated, arrogant government, accountability, constitutional stupidity, cheap tactics, chicanery. Now, I would like to subject some of these terms to any dictionary of legal usage or normal linguistic usage. And I think much of this actually is applicable to what is being said by those who are opposing the bill, rather than the constitutionality of what we have brought forward. But I think the gem which I really enjoyed, and I think, sir, I say this out of deference to you because you yourself are such a high legal luminary, that when lawyers start quoting from historical figures, they should be careful. When they came for the socialists, I did not oppose because I'm not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists. I did not oppose because I'm not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I'm not a Jew, so I didn't oppose. Now they come for me. Sir, I want to humbly submit, they came for you. They first attacked you. And I'm talking about a period before the BJP government assumed office in May 2014. Let me remind you, because you seem to have selective amnesia. On the night of 15th and 16th of January, one of the so-called elected, accountable ministers of the Aam Aadmi government, a gentleman by the name of Mr. Som Bharti, he attacked a colony of foreigners, and he used a mob as an instrument of politics. Some foreign nationals were subjected to cavity searches. So that's a very serious term. Cavity searches, basic human rights violation. They were subjected to, urine samples were tested, and they said, I know the honorable Congress member is encouraging show, but let me complete. You don't know where you will have to look then. Let me remind you. Sit down, you'll benefit from this. And Honorable Chairman, sir.
One second, sir. Oh, no, first ask your colleagues to take the seat. 1 second. One second. First ask your colleagues to take seat. Yes. Now what is your point?
The point is, because he is naming the person who is not a member of this house. How we can name that person?
Yes. Let me tell the honorable member, Mr. Gupta, that this issue was addressed by me on a point of order raised by the leader of opposition. And I had categorically held that this house has the power to discuss conduct of anyone. This house has the power to discuss anything under the planet. And as a matter of fact, this issue was signaled by former Chief Justice Mr. Gogoi also. If it is with respect to member of a Lok Sabha, then there is a set procedure that before making accusations, notice has to be given. So don't get upset. Don't get upset.
Mr. Chairman, sir.
1 second. Let me tell you, Mr. Gupta, if you get upset, you will be helping Mr. Puri. You will be helping Mr. Puri if you get upset. Please.
Sir, sir, this unfortunate incident, which we would all want to forget, but which my friends, those who are opposing this bill, perhaps want to forget even more, took place on the fateful night of 15th and 16th January 2014. Sir, I wrote about it even then. I have a publication which has these and other such incidents documented. And these were, I can give them the citation, these were much before the BJP government under the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister assumed responsibility. Sir, this did not end here, because the then so-called accountable Chief Minister, who did not succeed in persuading or using the margin of persuasion with the Delhi police force, then decided 3 days later to hold the entire city to ransom by going on a strike at Rail Bhavan for 36 hours. It was, sir, on the 20th of January 2014. And all he wanted was, those 3 police persons who did not support that vigilante type of action against those foreign ladies, they should be suspended. And sir, because we had a government in power in Delhi at that point of time, they followed the policy of appeasement. They indulged this kind of behavior, and 2 of the policemen were transferred because they were afraid that the 26th January celebrations would be thwarted. Sir, these are the facts, and let me not stop here. This was an action in January 2014. Now, this bill speaks to the heart of governance. Heart of governance. What does governance say?
इसमें आपकी परमिशन की जरूरत नहीं है.
Sir, what does the heart of governance say? And I'm very happy that my
परमिशन की जरूरत नहीं भैया.
my chance to speak came after my learned friend Shri Mahesh Jethmalani and others. But since I'm not a lawyer and I was preparing for this intervention, for which I'm deeply grateful to my party, there are 2 or 3 things which stand out. This particular insertion in 1991 and 239, what does it seek to do? It acknowledges the sui generis character of Delhi.